show you all what I'm cooking and explain to you why I'm cooking it the way that I'm cooking it. Although everybody cooks different. So what I have here is, okay, I'm making zucchini, yellow squash, and those are mushrooms. The reason why I cook mines all the way down is because I don't like them when they're crunchy. Someone put them on my the other day and they were crunchy. I don't like them when they're crunchy, and I don't eat crunchy vegetables. I'm going to eat some broccoli and some carrots and stuff. When I want my vegetables crunchy, I'll eat them raw. But it's my zucchini and my as you can see, I'm making yellow squash. The fire is not up high. But it is this pot. What it does is that's why I have to stand over here and watch it because it's turning, getting rather brown rather quickly, and that's what it needs salt. Um, when I say I like to cook soft, I do. I don't like my squash crunchy at all. And so I have over there my hey Mimi, I have over there my mushrooms that I'm gonna cook. I eat them raw sometimes, but I ain't eating them raw today. And yeah, I want to stick with the vegetables. Um, Fruit is okay when I can get it. It's just that sometimes when I get it, it's mushy or something is not right. So yes, this is watermelon season. Watermelon is just about to go out. I know they sell watermelon all year long, but down south you don't get watermelon all year long because watermelon is a seasoned thing. So when you see watermelon all year long, this is Mimi, this is yellow squash, this is zucchini, and those are mushrooms. So what happens is usually I would have some onions. I used the onions the other day and I forgot to pick up some, so I just was gonna go for it. And I think the onions might have bothered my stomach. So I'm gonna make it without it because when I ate it without it, I didn't have any problems. So what I do is I cook, like I'm cooking it down. And after I cook it down, what I'll do is I'll mix them together. Now, the reason why you eat them together and you don't eat them separate is because green squash is very bitter. But when you add the yellow into it, you don't taste it. So what I seasoned it with, I'm gonna show y'all what I seasoned it with. So I seasoned it with Kinder's, garlic powder by Cento, onion powder, and then of course some pepper. And yes, I do use regular salt. Sometimes I will get the market did not have the type of salt substitute that I wanted. I will use salt substitute, okay? But your body still needs a certain amount of salt to function on a daily basis. You can add it to your. I'm not salt sensitive. I just can't overeat salt. I can add it to my food. It doesn't cause me to swell up. So these are cooking down. They're not as soft as I would like them to be. And how I can tell is there will be more water in the pan on its own. I didn't put water. You can see it starting to form. Yes, that's coming from the squash. Now, that doesn't really happen with the yellow ones. So the yellow ones, I'm going to taste them. I think they're almost done. I'm looking at them. Let me see. The yellow ones are just about done. They're getting soft. Yeah, they need some more salt. But the mushrooms back there, I ain't touched yet. Let me go see these mushrooms are. There go the mushrooms. Now, I cook my mushrooms all the way down. And in case you're wondering, did I put anything in the pan? Absolutely. I put grapeseed oil, not olive oil. This is for high heat cooking. They sell this in the market. Olive oil is not for high heat cooking. And that is why when you use it, any good properties that it has, it goes out. So you don't want to use olive oil when you're cooking. It's not for, you can sprinkle it on a salad, but it's not for frying chicken, none of that. Because any good properties that olive oil has, as soon as you heat it up, it's gone. So to each his own. I learned about grapeseed oil, avocado oil, and I've been trying to, and peanut oil. I'm gonna have to call y'all back. The smoke alarm or something is going off in here. I have to call y'all back. I'll be back later. Yeah, my cash app is Catherine Powell 6803. Yeah, so I'm gonna try to keep this on. I'm gonna try to turn the air on because I see that the smoke detectors went off as soon as I. Hold on, I'm gonna turn the air on. Maybe that'll help. The fan is on over the fan is on. I have one. It's on. It's smoky in here. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. The other fan ain't on. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Hold on. Wait a minute. Hold on. Yeah, so see, I'm not in here burning nothing, but what happens is, I can assure you, nothing in here is burnt at all. Nothing in here is burnt. Wait a minute, hold on. Maybe something a little charred, but whatever. It ain't really burnt. I'ma eat it. It's not burnt, but okay, the smoke alarm is going off. This is my squash that's just about done. And the reason why y'all heard the alarm is because this pan is for high heat cooking, and I had it up, so that's why y'all heard it. But yeah, that's what that was. It wasn't me. So I'm not in here burning up nothing. Y'all can see I'm not burning up nothing. Ain't nothing burnt around here. Let me slide this up. Nothing burnt. It's just that when it gets a little hot sometimes, I'm gonna switch it. Give me a minute, y'all. I'm gonna put the camera down so I can switch it over. I can put this in a pot with this. I got to get in the pot things. So see, I put it in the pot together, and because it's getting done now, this is how I cook them down together. So yeah, I cook them down just like that. So what'll happen is they got a little bit browner than I wanted to. Okay, that's not a real problem because watch. When I get finished with it, you ain't even gonna know it. But this is how I eat it. All the time, not some of the time, all the time. This is how I eat it. I'm letting it cook down. It's yellow and green squash. So the yellow is done. The reason why I'm mixing it is because the yellow is done now, and the green is cooking with it. Because the green is not quite done for me. I don't like my squash to be crunchy. The other day somebody put some on my plate and it was crunchy, and I didn't touch it at all, so I don't like mine crunchy. It's cooked a little bit more than I wanted to. So yeah, I like to cook. I do. I love to cook. Wait a minute, look at that. See, this just got a little bit brown on one side. Y'all see that on one side? It's not burnt. When somebody say my smoke alarm went off, it did. Absolutely. It went off. My mushroom back here cooking. I like mushrooms. Listen, I can eat mushrooms by themselves. So usually what happens is while my food is cooking, I will wash my dishes. And that's what you see over there, the dishes that I use. I wash the dishes the entire time I'm cooking. And then that way when I'm done, the only thing that's left is the pot that I probably was too hot to cook out of. That's why I'm doing it right now while I'm talking to y'all. I'm washing it. Y'all can see me washing it. Okay, I got one hand with the phone, one hand with the thing, so y'all can see it's clean. Y'all can see it's clean. See that? So that pan is washed. So that pan is going over there. So the whole time I'm cooking, I'm always washing my dishes to make sure that everything is clean. This is my trash up there. The reason why I keep my trash close is because I'm not going to go outside and bring the entire trash bag in the house. That doesn't make sense. What I'll do is I'll line my trash here. When I'm done, I'll go outside and I'll take my trash. The trash bag is outside on the side of the steps. So I didn't want that big bag in the house. So I'll take it out in a few minutes. Now this is my salmon salad. This is about 10 o'clock, so this is going to be brunch for me. So I'm going to have some tuna, some carrots, and so I'm going to show y'all my salmon salad. This is my salmon salad. Now that is canned salmon. And all I did was flake it up. I add some onions, I add some seasoning, I add some Old Bay and some mayonnaise. It's not hard to make. It's a lot less fishier than tuna fish. A lot less fishier. I mean, I was sitting at the table the other day and somebody opened up some sardines, and it had every back there where we were sitting smelling, really. But, you know, to each his own. I ain't saying I don't eat sardines. I wouldn't open them up like that. So, okay, let's see what this is. I'm gonna move this up here. So, these are mushrooms. Yeah. And so I like my mushrooms to cook. You know, when I go get a steak, I'll eat steak out. I like to make these things called steak fries at home. And I'll get the potatoes and I'll cut them up. And I'll get the steak. And I like to eat. So whoever I'm gonna date, they're gonna have to like to eat too. Cause if you don't like to eat, we can't really have a conversation. Cause I don't want to eat salad all the time. That's not even realistic, and it's not healthy for anybody to eat salad and fruit all the time. Your body has to have a balance. You can't just be eating salad. You gotta eat some fruit. You gotta eat some vegetables. You gotta eat some meat. So somebody else will say that this is done. It probably is done for them. It's not done for me. I'm gonna actually taste it, and then I'll tell you. It don't look done though. Yeah, that one I know is not. It's done. It could cook more. It's soft. It could cook some more. Maybe another 10 minutes, I guess. See, I could tell by the color. And this is the color that I'm looking for. That's the color. When you see that color, I know it's done. When it's still kind of light like this, one right here, I know that that's not that. Well, y'all, in the kitchen cooking with Kev is what we're doing today. So I'm making some, these are bella mushrooms. I've already put the oil in the seasoning. So the mushrooms are going to cook down. And what I want to do is I want to turn them down so that the smoke alarm don't go back off. All right? That joint went all the way off. It. So the fan is on. I don't know if y'all can hear it, but the fan is on. The light is on. I also have the air conditioning in the kitchen on. There's a fan back there that's on, and then there's a fan. So why it got smoky? Like, well, the fan in the there wasn't on. But what I am going to do is I'm gonna turn this off so some natural breeze can come in, and maybe that will avoid the. I'm gonna open up the back door so we get some natural air, and maybe that'll stop the. Let me see. There's a screen here. Yep. So maybe we can just go with the back door being open, and that'll help the smoke get out. So I'm gonna go out that way. I turned it, open up the back door. The smoke can get out of here because it is kind of smoky, and the air conditioner wasn't really helping. But the back door will help. So that's a good thing. So these they're not. Listen, I love mushrooms. And I especially like them battered and fried. Battered and fried, I like mushrooms. But I even like this too, though. That's good. And that's good right there, actually. Hold on. I'm going to turn that off. I'm going to put this in something. Probably this bowl. And then I'm going to wash that. I'll be serious about washing my dishes. Not because I'm lazy about washing dishes afterwards. It is because a lot of times when people eat, they don't want to wash the dishes after. If you wash the dishes while you're cooking, you won't have to worry about that. So you're going to see me right after I dump this out. I'm going to wash this out. Wash this out rather quickly. It takes a quick minute then for me to wait until after I'm eating. After I'm eating, the only thing that's usually left is the bowl, unless the pot was too hot, like I fried something. But on a normal basis, that's why I'm doing it in front of y'all so you can see that I wash as I go along. The mushrooms are done. And then as soon as those get done, I'm going to pull them out and wash that too. Hold on. I'm trying to do it right in front of y'all. I got to get me one of them stands that hold the camera so y'all can see what I'm doing. Hold on. So I'm going to bring this right over to the sink. Right over to the sink. Right. So I'm going to Now, of course, y'all know that this is hot because it just got off the fire. So the way to get around that and not get burned is not to put your hand directly to the pot. You notice I did not put my hand directly to the pot. What I did was I used the sponge to get anything that was left. So as you can see, it's clean. It's a Tefal pot, so it's a non-stick pot. It's clean. So see, the two that I had are clean. So see, when I tell you that when I clean as I go along, you all are getting to witness the person that used to be a cook, how I now when I cooked for Fresh Grocer, I didn't have the opportunity to clean as I went along because I had too many dishes, 21, 22, 23 dishes, and I had to cook and clean by myself. But when I'm home, I can get to it. If I'm in that type of setting, I couldn't get to it. I had to wait till the end of the night. So that was the reason why I couldn't when I was there. But at home, I jumped to it like Aretha said. I jumped to it. Let me see if this is done. Let me see. I think so. Not really. For me, it's not. Let me turn it up. It's still crunchy, and I don't like that. I don't know why I don't like my zucchini crunchy. I ain't never figured that out. Yeah, it's not really. I just turned it up so it could get a little bit more done. Yeah, I just turned it up. So that type worked. So it's doing. Yep. Yes, if y'all would like to send me a cash app, y'all can do so at $ Catherine Powell 6803. I will gladly accept your donations if you would like to. If you don't, that's fine too. Just your presence is okay. I'm trying to get to my watch time hours. When I checked this morning, I was at 3,333. I needed to get to 4,000 watch hours to get monetized. So I'm going to try to do as much content as I can today. But I can't promise you because I've already was on here earlier, an hour and 43 minutes. And I'm going to try to give you all at least until this finished cooking. And you'll all get a chance to see me clean up, or I'll try to get as close to it as I can. But, so I'm in here. This tea is very good. It's called Whispering Wildflowers. If you know anybody that has any problem sleeping, this tea right here, I guarantee you, will knock them out. And I guess it might depend on their system. I have drank this tea and been out in 15 minutes. Not sleepy time tea, not chamomile, not lavender, not tension tamer tea. It's called Whispering Wildflowers. It supports stress and relaxation. It does not have caffeine in it. It's made by the Bigelow Company. Now, I drink a lot of tea. I drink coffee too. But today, I don't have no coffee, so we're going with the tea. So we're going with this. It's almost done. I have it on high. I had it on high anyway. Had it on high. So that's how this is going. So I'm tasting the mushrooms. They're cooked. They're good. Now what I have to eat, I have a protein bar. My salmon, I'm gonna make me a brunch plate because it's in between breakfast and lunch, and I had to take some medicine. I have fresh ginger right here. Remember I told you when your stomach is messed up, go get yourself some fresh ginger. I have turmeric. Turmeric is for inflammation in your body. If you have some type of issue with swelling, get yourself some turmeric. They sell it at the supermarket. The turmeric powder is okay as fresh turmeric. Right. Sometimes I will go to Whole Foods and get the ginger that's already in a bottle called ginger kombucha. I will, but I picked up that the other day. So y'all already know that Whole Foods is one of my stores, and I love Whole Foods. I got monk fruit. Listen, when I do sugar, it's because I'm somewhere and they don't have what I have. Monk fruit, okay? I don't do Splenda, Equal. I'm talking about buying it. I don't buy Splenda, Equal, or none of that. I've been using monk fruit for a while now. I've had not had any problems with my A1. The last time it was 4.9. I ain't telling y'all that I don't like bread pudding because I do. I know how to make bread pudding, okay? I can make you some bread pudding either with eggs or without eggs. I any type of southern pie. I probably could make you a sweet potato pie, of course. Put them sweet potatoes in the oven. No, I don't boil them because you're boiling out all the taste. All the water, all the taste goes out in the water. I don't boil my potatoes. I put them in the oven, pull them out, and begin to put my pie together. If I were making a sweet potato pie, I would boil my potatoes. Put them in the oven. Put them in the oven for about 2 or 3 hours so they get nice and soft, and then I pull them. When you pull them out of the oven, see all that stringy stuff that y'all see when y'all boil them, you don't really see that when you bake them. It's a difference. And then they're much sweeter when you put them in the oven than when you put them on top of the stove. I use the brown sugar, the white sugar, the vanilla bean paste, not the vanilla extract, the vanilla bean paste. Costs about $10 in the store. And some nutmeg, some cinnamon, some allspice. I add butter, I add milk, and a little lemon extract to knock off all that sweetness, because I ain't a person that likes my pies to be exceptionally syrupy. And when I taste pies that's like that, I know that they didn't put no lemon in it. See, the lemon extract, you won't taste it. You'll put a splash of it in there. What it'll do is it'll stop all that, because you just put brown sugar, you put white sugar in there, and you put the vanilla bean extract. All that sweetness, if you don't use something with acid in it, it'll taste syrupy. So I don't like anything syrupy. I like sweet stuff. Even when I go to the Chinese store and they be trying to give me tea, and the tea tastes like syrup, I bring it home and I add water to it. Anything that is exceptionally too sweet will cause me to be nauseated. So I don't even play like that. So hold on for a minute, y'all. I'm gonna show y'all my water container that I'm getting ready to fill up. This is my water container. Okay, I got this from the Dollar Tree. When I bought it, it was fine. And then yesterday I went somewhere and all of a sudden the handle was broke on it. Wait a minute, let me show you. The handle was broke, whatever. I ain't gonna really worry about it. I bet y'all still use it. Now this tells me how much water I should have for the entire day. So right now I'm at 10 o'clock. So when I start drinking, I'm gonna probably drink down to 11, and it goes all the way up to 9 o'clock. So basically every 2 hours you should be drinking water. Now, I have a bigger water container than this. Of course I do. But my doctors don't want me to drink more water than that, because they already know that I drink tea. They know that I drink other things, so they try to fluid restrict me because of my lymphedema. Now, in the summertime, they know that I'm not going to be fluid restricted, because think about that. Drinking this, right? And then I'm going to drink this tea right here. I'm going to show y'all my tea. My tea is 32 ounces. So together, right, sometimes I drink 2 teas along with my water. I drink a lot of fluids. All right, I drink my water, my tea. Sometimes I have coffee. Depends. Probably won't have no coffee today, but yeah. So it's getting to be where I want it to be. See, it's getting there. It takes about a half an hour for this to get to be where I want it to be. Really, it looks like it's been cooking more than a half an hour. Wait a minute, let me eat some of my, this is going to be my brunch plate. I have fresh broccoli in the refrigerator. Because I don't have no fruit here, I'm going to eat what's here, worry about what I don't have when I'm outside and could get some fresh fruit. So I have celery here, carrots here, broccoli. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make me a little vegetable plate so I can take my medicine, because I can't take my medicine on an empty stomach. So see, stuff like that, I don't drink stuff like that. I make my own tea. See, you always want to be able to control the amount of sugar that you put into your body. Hey, Linda. Hey, your pleasure. Hey, Binary. Here, my birthday is coming up. I take early birthday gifts, Binary. My birthday is August the 18th. Seriously, 2 days after Lemon and Dragons. 2 days after them. Leo squad here. Next birthday was last weekend. She a Leo too. She a July Leo. So Right now, I know there's Nest. I know there's uh, Dragons and Lemon. Mine's is the 18th. Now, who's after that over here? I can't tell you because I don't know. I know those four. Lemon and Dragons are both the 16th. Mine's is the 18th. I heard Pizarro look live this morning. I was laughing. I ain't gonna lie. I wasn't laughing because what she was saying was funny. I was laughing because I thought that her and Lemon was cool. And I was shocked, I guess. I didn't know what was going on. I haven't been around. I just clicked on Pizarro and talking about, she was talking about Lemon, I guess. I ain't been really keeping up. It's so beautiful here in Philadelphia. What's going on here has me more awestruck than what's going on in the beach sector. I mean, the weather is beautiful here. This time of year is always, the summer is always wonderful in Philadelphia. The children are about to go back to school. Now I'm gonna make my detox water in front of y'all right here, right now. I got my cutting board. I'm gonna make my detox water. Y'all gonna get to see if y'all want a slim stomach. I'm going to show y'all how to get it. I got everything in my refrigerator. I got my lemon, I have my mint, and I have my cucumber. So y'all going to get to see how this water is made. This is my lemon. This is my mint. And I have my cucumber right here. This is how you make, if you want your stomach to be flat. And I'm talking about flat, and before you try to go get any type of procedures done, work on it naturally. This is mint. I'm gonna show it to y'all. Hold on. Fresh mint cucumber that I used the other day. Right, you need to drink this whole thing full of that. I'm going to do that today. Go over here. No, I don't have my wig on, so I can't turn the camera around so y'all be laughing at my bald head. That's why my wig is not on. We're going all natural today, for real. I ain't gonna turn it around. Somebody say Catherine ain't got her wig on. I ain't supposed to. I'm in the house. I'm not having no hot wig on in no 90-degree weather. And then again, yes, I am. I ain't ashamed of my hair, baby. No, I'm not. Because I'm not all the way bald. Okay? I ain't all the way bald. No, I'm not. I turn my camera around so y'all can see. I think I look kind of good, big money. Listen, no, I ain't got the wig on. I have hair. Every time I got bald spots, I got hair. I have a little bald. There's a little bald up there. That's not a camera slip. I purposely turned it around so y'all can see I'm not ashamed of how I look. My son's not either. Now, hold on. Hey, Jay Parrish. I'm going to chop this up real quick. Y'all can see how I do it. So you're going to take your mint. This is the mint. You're going to take your mint. And what you're going to do is pull the mint, as much mint as you would like. Okay? Pull the mint off and you're going to rinse it off. I'm going to do that for y'all right now, right here. So y'all can see. Alright? I don't like a whole lot of mint in my water. So that's about as much as I like, okay? So, this is my water container. Of course, we're going to rinse it out, okay, before I use it. And this is my mint, okay? Now, I'm going to have to add some ice to this water because water, as you can see, is steaming. So we're going to add some ice to it. Now, I'm going to cut up my cucumber. I got to put the phone down for a minute. Slice my cucumber up and we're going to get it cracking. Hold on. I ain't turning the camera around while I do it. So y'all can see. Hold on. Hold up. And today I'm not trying to be on camera with my wig on because it's 100 and something degrees. It's hot in here. That's why I don't have my wig on. I don't sleep in my wig. I take off. Summertime, too hot to have a wig on. Here with my cucumber that I should hurry up and use. My cucumber. Alright, so we slice it up so y'all can see how I do this. My cutting board. Now listen, I'm only going to use that much. The reason why is because as it sits, it gets stronger. So you may not need the whole thing. So I'm going to put some back. So this is how I do it. Alright? You don't need a whole lot. It gets very strong as it sits. So then I got this. This is my lemon, limon, as they say in Spanish, L-I-M-O-N, right? All right. So you only need like 1 or 2 slices of this. You don't need a whole lot, right? So it's drying up, y'all can see it. So this is how we do it. This is my detox water, by the way, alright? This is how I'm going to do this. I might put some more cucumbers in there, because I like the way cucumbers taste in water. So, for those of y'all that's wondering, that's my compression. When I'm at home, I do not put a shirt on with compression to be sweating. I haven't sweat enough when I go outside. So, trying to pour around so y'all can see me. I add the water. I'm going to add the ice. Okay. See, my freezer. Yes, there's trash in my freezer. We do not put garbage outside for the squirrels and the possums to eat around here. I ain't feeding them. So my garbage stay in my refrigerator until it's time. So you all see I don't eat too much frozen food. You don't see nothing frozen in here. Eat too much frozen food. Process. I don't eat too much frozen food. No, I don't. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to fill this up. I have ice packs. I have a bag upstairs that when I went out the other day, I took that bag out. Somebody thought it was a book bag. No, it was a freezer bag to keep my drinks cold. The other day it was kind of hot. I need to drink a lot so I don't get dehydrated. Hold on. I really need some ice trays. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. What I might do is sit this in the freezer because it looks like it's going to melt on my daggone ice. So I might have to sit this in the freezer for a while so it can cool off because it looks like all my ice is about to melt it. Because the water is hot. So I'm going to just sit this right in the freezer. See how the water... Right. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to sit this in the freezer. Watch. See if it can fit in here. If it can't, I might have to take the racks out. I don't know if I can. I don't know if this can fit. No, it's going to fit. Fit it right there in the freezer, just like that, till it get cold. And in the meantime, I got some mushrooms to eat. I have some celery. I might not eat all that because I'm really not all that hungry. But I just wanted to show y'all how I do this is how I do my squash. And I tell you, I cook it. This is how I don't like my squash crunchy. Hold on, I'm gonna put it in a container so y'all can see. If I finish washing the container, and then I'm gonna wash this pot. Hold on, wait a minute. I'm gonna do it right here in front of y'all. So when people say they leave dishes, y'all know they lazy. Why? Cause I just did 2 or 3 pots. This is gonna be my 3rd one. Right in front of y'all, y'all gonna see me put the food in there, and then wash the pot right out. Because it ain't no need to leave it. What are you leaving it for? It don't need the soap. Ain't nothing stuck to this pot. This is a high heat cooking pot. This is a Tefal pot. See? I cooked it all the way down. And then I'm going to take it over to the sink and y'all going to watch me clean it out real quick. Less than 5 minutes. I'm going to clean it right out. And put it right over there with the rest of the stuff. And if you say the pan is hot, I'm going to show you how to get around that. You don't put your hand in a hot pan. Put your hand in a hot frying pan. You let the water get the stuff out. Then you go in with the sponge. I'll show you how I do it. People say they can't wash dishes when they're hot. Of course you can. That's what water is for. Now, watch this. This is how I do this. I want everybody to see this. Turn the water on. Get your dish towel, rag, whatever. If you think that mine is not hot, so I don't need it. My handle is not hot. That's the type of pot that this is. The handle is not hot. So then you get your dish. Dawn. I don't like anything else but Dawn. The water is hot. Right? So just go around. The reason why I'm showing y'all that y'all can wash dishes while they hot is because I always hear people say that they can't, and that's not true. I'm showing y'all that y'all can do it, and the way to do it is to put the water in there first, and then as you see, it's clean. Right. So I did use dishwashing liquid. That's clean. Just like that, it's clean. So now you have that's clean. I have that one that I use is clean. I'm not worrying about the water. I'll wipe the water out later. That's clean. I use that. I didn't use this one, but I will make sure the suds gets out of it. And I don't really want. Let me just have some salmon and some tuna, some salmon and some mushrooms. I don't really want the other stuff that I pulled out. All right. So what I'm gonna do is put them all back. When I tell y'all that I eat healthy, here's my salad from Applebee's last night. You got an entree that was 2 for $25. That's what it was, and I got it. So, yes, other people in the refrigerator, they have alcohol. I don't drink alcohol, so I share it with them. Doesn't really bother me. They asked me if I want something. I said no. See how they went? Asked me. I said no. I don't even been out of shape about it. In the course of my lifetime, I've had alcohol, but if it's like right now, Paul Mason, y'all know lemon like Taylor port. It's in my refrigerator. Taylor port black. That's what's in my fridge. I don't drink it, so I don't care. So we got some Paul Mason peach, baby. And I think they got some Cuervo. See? Somebody in here drink, I don't. Yeah, see? This been in my refrigerator for about three weeks. So when I tell you I don't drink, if I drunk, that'd be gone. So we know we know that's not mine, because if I drink, baby, that'd be gone. Ain't mine. Of course. Yeah, I'm not really eating, what did I have yesterday at the restaurant? Oh, I had, let me tell you, I had some chips, and I was looking at them chicken fingers, but I ain't getting none. Hold on, let me put my phone back up. I ain't getting no chicken fingers. I wanted some though. They Applebee's 2 for $25. Anybody? Applebee's 2 for $25. Here go my that's my squash that I just cooked. See, I'm putting the top on it. Right, see? That's the tea I told y'all about. Whispering Wildflowers. If you're stressed out, go get some of this tea. You can't sleep, get some of this tea. You get knocked out. You will. That's how when I cook, I try to make sure that before I sit down to eat, the kitchen is spotless. I will not sit down to eat if the kitchen is not clean. All these over here, I was using them. They had dishes. They had, I put the zucchini in it and I cut it up. See, they're all clean. I'm very meticulous about when I come in the kitchen. If the dishes are not clean before I sit down to eat, I will not sit down to eat until it looks a certain way. The reason why is because when I get finished eating, I'm not rushing to the sink to wash nobody's dishes. I'm not. See that? I don't. I do have the pan. The reason why I'm not using the pan, in case y'all wondering, the pan has trash in it. I have to go outside and put the trash out of that pan. So that's why the pan here is being utilized right now. But there's a way of getting around that. Now my spray, I believe, is upstairs. My Lysol sprays, I believe. But I have these Lysol wipes. So see, we have these Lysol wipes to wipe down the counter when I'm done. Hold on, let me put y'all up here. We'll turn the camera around. Yeah, all right. So I'm just washing the dishes. That's all I'm doing. Washing the dishes because I'm great to them. They drink that water and that tea. Right. So I have a protein bar. This is a protein bar. They gave the mouse somewhere where I was going, but let me run outside and take this other trash. Some of this can't go outside. I go outside. And forget to take the freezer because the garden has freezers. So outside for the store. So in case y'all wondering why I ain't got my wig on, ain't no camera slip. I don't do wigs in 90-degree weather, and most importantly in my house when I'm relaxing. Even when I had my operation, I took my wig. You know, you take your wig off before you go to surgery. You don't get to going. The only time you don't take nothing off is when your hair is braided. But if you got wigs, those wigs is coming off. That anesthesiologist is coming right over to you for you to take that wig off. So I'm home, and y'all see I got a tad bit of hair, not a whole lot. Extended fell out. I don't care. We're gonna work with the stylist to get some hair in there. I ain't. That's not my main concern right now. My health is not that I got little bits of hair. That's a small thing to me. I'm over here fixing up. I'm ready to make my tea. Got my, So I'm gonna show y'all how my calendar looks in a few minutes as I write it down. After I write it down. I'm not gonna sit here cleaning up. That's why y'all can't. I can't use the way it's on the other side of where I am. That's why y'all can't. See, you know, you turn on the phone. Alright, so give me 1 minute. I'm gonna turn the camera. I'm gonna turn it around so y'all can see me. I'm not hiding it. It's hard to try to keep moving the camera from where I'm standing. All right, so where I am, I have my tea. Let me turn this around. This was all messed up not too long ago because I was cooking, but it's not now. I have my salmon that I'm getting ready to eat, and I have my mushrooms that I'm getting ready to eat. I don't want the broccoli right now. The broccoli might sometimes broccoli, if not eat it raw, bothers my stomach, causes gas, and I don't want that right now. So I ain't gonna mess with the broccoli. I'm gonna just eat the salmon salad. Hey Tracy. Oh, I'm at home, Tracy. Wait a minute. Yeah, I'm at home, Tracy. Yep, I'm at home at my house. Where I live at, I'm at home. So, wait a minute, turn the camera on. Cause I'm eating. Hey Buddha, Bell. Hello to everyone that's here. So, wait a minute, hold on y'all. Wipe that out. So I made squash this morning on camera, and somebody probably said it was mushy, but I don't like it soft, so I made it for y'all. I showed y'all how I make it. Usually I would have had some onions. The other day I ate with onions, and it tore my stomach up. So we learned not right now. Sometimes I can eat with onions, sometimes I can't. I had to cut, I have washed up all my dishes, and I'm putting away everything that I used. So sometimes when I'm cooking, I will wash my dishes, cook and eat, like I'm doing right now, all at the same time. Yeah, so when I turn back on the camera, you'll see it's spotless in here. Yeah, I'm the person. So right now, when I get well, I'm going to venture out and do some things. But I had a Caucasian lady the other day asking me about me cleaning. I wasn't really, I wasn't really open and receptive to what she was saying. I ain't gonna lie. I wasn't. Because I can't never tell nobody how much I'm gonna charge them until I see their house. Now I'm gonna show y'all me using this monk fruit. Hold on. This is monk fruit. It's a 0-calorie sweetener. If you are on the borderline of being diabetes, oh, okay, Tracy, you like your squash a little crunchy. Okay. If you're on the borderline of being diabetes or anything like that, go get yourself some monk fruit. They have other types of sugar. They have coconut sugar. Listen, those types of, in my opinion, I would not use coconut sugar when I was baking. One time I used almond flour for chicken. See, you got to stick to the old fat. See, I would use this right here for my, for my, my for my tea, really all that sweet. Okay, so yeah. It doesn't have, I can show you all the back of it. It don't have sodium in it, see? So basically it's a 0-calorie sweetener, but unlike stevia, stevia is really, really sweet, y'all, for real. To me, stevia tastes like syrup. Yeah, monk fruit is great. If you have diabetes, monk fruit is great. And if you really have diabetes, Trishi, get you some okra, set it in water overnight, cut it up, set it in water. The next day, drink that same water. Drink that water for 5 days. Your numbers will go down. I've never had diabetes, Tracy, and I've been over 300 pounds. I can tell you what works, though. I have taken care of people with diabetes. I've taken care of a lot of sick people. And that's why I ain't never been diabetic, because I know that if you want something sweet, right? If you want something sweet, go get some fruit. Now, if you still want something sweet, drink some water first with some apple cider vinegar before you go get your cake or your pie. I ain't told y'all that I don't eat no cakes and pies. My grandmama would make cakes and pies from scratch. Of course I eat cakes and pies. I don't eat no whole pie though. Self-control. No whole pie. I'm gonna show y'all what I'm eating. That's mushrooms. They was fresh. That's what I'm eating. Okay. So I have some salmon here. This is salmon salad. It looks like tuna fish. It's not. Hold on. That look like tuna fish is not. It's salmon. It came in a can. Now, normally I would get the salmon fresh and I would do it. Make my salmon salad, but I ain't had time for all that. You got to bake the salmon and then crush it up. I ain't had time for all that. So a little bit of salmon and a little bit of mushrooms. And I'll be good for a couple hours. I promised my doctor yesterday that I'm not gonna eat no chips. Now, she don't want me to eat chips at all. No, I gotta compromise. I gotta have me some chips at least once a week. And I had me some chips yesterday. Hold on, y'all. I had me some chips yesterday too. I had me a nice order of them daggone chips. And then I put some of that spinach and artichoke dip. I sure did. Now I'm saying he eat some mushroom and some daggone hold on, y'all, hold on. I'm eating some salmon and some mushroom. The other day when I had the salmon, I had crackers and I had cheese. Now, the lady said every time you eat, you need to eat some protein because protein helps your body build muscle but also burn fat. This can, I done ate out of this one can about 3 times. I told you I don't drink sodas. So the other day I was somewhere and somebody told me that something was going to kill them. Then they brought the soda bottle over to me and the daggone Pepsi had 69 grams of sugar. And I told them I'm a lot listen, I am a lot heavier than they are. I'm 190, you might as well say 200 pounds, and they didn't look to be no bigger than 175. I am a lot heavier, but the fact that they're drinking, see, pay attention, a soda, and I ain't drinking. Hold on, y'all. I don't know why I say liquid in my charger. Ain't no liquid in my charger. Um, you know that right there proves that sometimes people think that because they drank something when they was Pepsi don't even taste the same. Do y'all know that when I was a little girl, they used to put real sugar in Pepsi? And now they put high fructose corn syrup in it. That's why I don't drink it, because it was real Pepsi when I was a kid. I ain't gonna lie. Tracy, no. We had real Pepsi. We ain't had no high fructose corn syrup at all. Hold on. I don't know what's over here. But I'm trying to figure out what's over there. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. It said something was detected. I was trying to figure out what it was. Okay, I don't know. Wait a minute if I can override that because ain't no liquid. My charger ain't been wet at all. Um, so now I'm gonna tell you what I do like. All them drinks that Whole Foods have. I like all them drinks over there in that cold section that Whole Foods have, but them sodas and things with all that high fructose corn syrup. Mm-mm. High fructose corn syrup is a filler in the place of sugar because it's cheaper to put corn syrup in soda than it is sugar. So if you all want a real soda, Jamaicans drink this soda. I forgot what it was, but listen, they had this international festival here, and I went and then Jamaicans drink their whatever their native is. That is what they drink. They was not drinking no Pepsi. They was drinking a real soda, and it tasted real too. And I guess I did have one. They had orange. I'm gonna find out the name for y'all. I told y'all my daughter-in-law is Haitian. I'm gonna find out the name for y'all because when I go to their house, even though they're Haitian, I think they drink it too. They don't really drink these American sodas like Sunkiss and no, they drink real sodas. I'm gonna find out the name of it. They sell it here and it's probably in the Caribbean store. So I'll find out the name. Y'all give me a minute. I don't want to smack in y'all. Tracy, you kind of missed it. I've lost Tracy. I went all the way down to a couple weeks ago. I was 215 pounds. Now I'm 190. I'm not starving myself. That does not help you lose weight. That help you gain weight. I opened my refrigerator and I showed y'all all the stuff that I had in there. I did go out yesterday. I had a salad. Last night I had some fruit, water that's in the freezer cooling off. I'm not overeating. I am moving a lot more, but I had to consider my age. My age plays a role in the fact that I'm not being able to lose weight because I'm counting down the days till I turn 52. So I'll be 52 momentarily. And that's how that works. When you turn 52? So, all y'all that's on here trying to lose weight, I just made my detox water for y'all. Now listen, Keisha K or make that tea, and that tea make you go. That tea make you do some things. Now don't drink that tea if you're gonna go out, cause you're gonna clog up everybody's toilet. See, it's not no. You drink that tea, Keisha K or make this tea. This tea costs $50. You don't get that many tea bags in it. I took it and I know. Those teas are not, what they're designed to do is a starter. What it starts you to do is it gets your system where it should be. I don't know what she calls it anymore. It's Keisha K or Gucci Mane wife. Y'all know, little thin girl that done had a couple of her rib cages taken out. She telling y'all that she thin. Listen, I don't really care. The reason why I don't care is because at 52, ain't nobody cutting my side open, taking no rib cages out, talking about I want to be thin. If I don't get thin the right way, ain't nobody going to roll me on my side talking about they're going to take a couple of my rib cages out so I could be thin. Because when you take a couple of your rib cages out, it changes the natural structure of your body. See, I want to know what doctor want to take. Done took a couple of her rib cages out. Done took a couple of Kim Kardashian rib cages out so they can be thin. That's what you call dying to be thin. Somebody gonna roll you over on your side and gonna take a couple of your rib cages out so your waist could be smaller. You don't want to go to the gym. You don't want to work hard. You want to just lay on the table and let somebody take some rib cages out so you can be thin. That's not life. Life is, I've been struggling with obesity since I was 18 and I'm 51 and I have to eat the right way. I can't just go lay on the table and that's not real. See, that's why they keep on going through them problems that they go through, having all that face surgery, trying to look young. The mama, She about 70. She want to look 25. Keep letting people cut on her face. Baby, listen. I'm 5 dimes and a penny. That's 51. I don't want to look like I did when I was 21. I got a 25-year-old that'll be 26. I got a 31-year-old that'll be 32. I don't need to look like they sister. I mean, people always tell me I look young, but that's because I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't do drugs. All that stuff hits your organs really, really hard. And if you look at that 80-year-old lady, that 85-year-old lady that's in Florida, that lady look like she in her 50s. I could tell she ain't drink. I ain't got to ask her. She's a bodybuilder. She built, listen, that lady got to build on her. She 85 years old. She lift weights. I know she don't drink, smoke, or do drugs, baby. She in shape. She started lifting weights at 60. So you got to give up something if you want to retain your youth. What you might have to give up is drinking, smoking, and doing drugs. So, yeah, you want to look young, you want to stay, what that song say, forever young, I want to be forever young, then I'm going to have to do what it takes to be forever young. And that means my diet must at all time reflect that I don't put stuff into my body that causes it to age. Alcohol sits in your liver 4 hours before it's processed. That's a long time. To each his own. I don't knock people that drink. I ain't sitting here telling you that I ain't never drank. That I ain't never had no peach schnapps and orange juice. Yeah, when I was younger, I didn't say peach schnapps didn't taste good. I ain't say cranberry juice and vodka didn't taste good. I said at 51, I ain't drinking no peach schnapps no more. That was a long time ago. I leave that to my sons now. If they want to go get some Jim Beam, if they want to go I go in the store with them. I sure do. I even pick some stuff out when I go in there. See, you got to be balanced in all areas of life. Just because I don't drink, I don't knock anybody that do. Just that I don't for my health. That is true. Now I'm sitting here. I'm eating this. It's almost 11 o'clock. Hold on, y'all. So I don't knock y'all that drink. I mean, I ain't never knocked you for when you was drinking. All I said is when you drink a lot, you get cirrhosis of the liver. Lemon, I lost a family member to cirrhosis. I ain't never gonna tell you nothing that's not true. My grandmother's sister died from cirrhosis of the liver. That lady drank every single day. When I tell people not to drink, listen, I'm just gonna tell you not to drink one time. The fact that I just told you that it was my grandmother's, I ain't never told nobody that. I don't even care because she's been dead. That lady died probably before I was born. I never met her. That's how long she been dead. So see, she drank so much, and she was a young lady. Your liver can't really take all that drinking, for real. All jokes aside right now, Catherine is not laughing. I can turn my camera on. Your liver cannot take you drinking every single day. My grandmother's sister drank every single day. Where's she at now? She did. My grandmother did too, but my grandmother lived to be in her 90s. Large scale difference. I don't even know if her sister lived to be 50. She had cirrhosis of the liver. That is a disease that attacks your liver from constantly drinking. It looks like growth is on your liver. It's called cirrhosis. Look it up. Cirrhosis of the liver. Your body wasn't designed to take alcohol like a car takes gas. Car is supposed to take gas. Your body ain't supposed to take alcohol like that. Y'all have never heard me get on lemon in such a way. I don't never try to make nobody feel bad about them drinking, smoking. All I ever say is, for me to have asthma, yes, I have a chronic respiratory illness. I have asthma. I would not be able to smoke. Seriously, I wouldn't be able to smoke. I have asthma. I don't do no tobacco products, right? Because even any type of tobacco product, me and my aunt had this conversation. Any type of tobacco products for somebody that has asthma would lead them into emphysema or either cancer. It would. My grandfather used to smoke all the time, and he died from emphysema. So I don't ever speak to issues. When you hear me speaking to them, the reason why I don't never really open the book of my life up is because if I told you smoking causes emphysema, I shouldn't have to tell you that my grandfather and my father all had emphysema, lung cancer. My uncle had lung cancer, throat cancer. They all smoked cigarettes. So being as though I saw how it was for them, I ain't never want to light no cigarette up. I don't like people that do. Now, I told y'all that I struggle with obesity. And I do struggle with obesity. That's not no lie. I started struggling with obesity right out of high school. 17, 18, whenever it was. Right out of high school, I started struggling with my obesity. Now, I ain't never sat there and ate no whole cakes and pies. But the things that happened to me when I was younger caused me to turn to food. At 51 now, no, I don't. Y'all saw that I had pulled that broccoli out the refrigerator. Them carrots and that celery. You see, I put it back. The only thing I'm sitting here eating right while I'm talking to y'all, I'll turn the camera on, y'all can see it. I'm eating some salmon and mushrooms that was cooked. That's it. And I'm gonna drink, my water gonna get cold and I'm gonna drink that. So I done cleaned up all the dishes that I had from when I cooked. Ain't nothing over there on the stove. I'll turn around and let y'all see. The whole time I'm cooking, I clean up. My mama and my grandmama taught me that when I was a little girl. Ain't nothing on that stove. And that over there, that's the squash that I was cooking. My grandmother, my great-grandmother. Now, I didn't get to meet my father's grandmother, but I met my mom's. And they were adamant about keeping the kitchen clean while you cook. That's why it ain't no dishes in my sink right now. A lot of people like to wait. They cook a whole meal the entire time that the food is going, and they cook and they not doing nothing. They cook a whole meal, and then after they get finished, they got all them dishes. When in actuality, once you turn it on, especially if you put something in the oven, if you put some macaroni and cheese in the oven, or you put some chicken in the oven, you really got it easy now because you can wash all them dishes, clean the stove off, you can get busy. I'm going to bake a cake for y'all one day. Y'all going to see how I make I'm going to do a peach cobbler for y'all one day. I'm going to do a live so y'all can see how I do a peach cobbler. I go to the store and I get fresh peaches. They sell them in the market. Sometimes they be fresh, but peaches run out at a certain time of year, so you got to get them from the frozen section. I don't use the can. The reason why I don't use the can, I'll tell anybody, the canned peaches are too soft. So I don't use canned peaches to make peach cobbler. I know how to make bread pudding from scratch, and y'all already know I know how to make banana pudding. The reason why I don't want to do Ness's challenge is not that I don't want to do it. I support Ness in every facet. She knows that. I need to buckle down and finish my book. So today, tomorrow, that's going to occur. I'm going to buckle down. It's getting hot outside. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Y'all try to get me a drink of water. Hold on. Oh. So Tracy, in case you missed it, I have a water container and it tells you how much water. Now, of course, y'all know I got a bigger container, but y'all know when I showed my doctor was like, she told me she didn't want me drinking. I took it to her one day and it was full of water. And I told her that I was going to drink. She said, "Are you drinking all that water?" I said, "Yeah, the nurse told me that I shouldn't." So this is my water right here. So it goes all the way down to 9 o'clock, but at the same time, I'm drinking my tea. So I like to get enough fluids. You want to get enough fluids in your body because that helps you. I'm going to end a good one. I got a phone call. I'm not answering a phone call, but I'm ending this live. Talk to y'all later.